What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. And before I get into this video, I want to first of all wish everybody a happy New Year's. I hope 2020 is a great year for everybody. And I also want to give a shout out to Gary Benson for his donation to the channel. Thank you, Gary. You've been one of the big supporters of this channel, and I hope that you all uh, do big things this year. So this video, I want to talk about something that Phil Scott was talking about. Philip Scott, formerly, his channel is formerly known as the Advice Show. Now I think it's called the African Diaspora Network or something like that. But he has a secondary channel called the Philip Scott, I think, show. And he was talking about it on that channel. He was saying that basically Ice Cube was saying at the funeral of Johnny Witherspoon, someone asked him about whether or not he was going to still go ahead with the sequel and what was up with it. And he was saying that, well, the reason why the movie had been held up for so long is because New Line Cinema, who produces these movies, hadn't given the go ahead, haven't given the okay to go ahead and do the movie. And he apologized to Johnny Witherspoon, I guess, before he passed, maybe, I guess, or maybe to his family, why the film had been held up for so long. And Philip was pretty much saying that, this is one of those situations where more and more and more people of color need to stop depending on these mainstream, uh, you know, these mainstream uh, movie companies to help us in these movies, and we need to self-finance and these projects, excuse me, and get these things done ourselves. And my take on it is, I agree with that pretty much. I think that Ice Cube, I'm of the minority opinion that I think they should still go for it. Now I don't believe they should recast Johnny Witherspoon's role. I don't think that's fair to the actor who would play him, because people are just they're gonna just look. It could be the funniest motherfucker in the world, but people are just gonna look at it negatively. You know, they're just gonna keep comparing him to Johnny Witherspoon. They're gonna be kind of angry that they tried to recast, that role like that. I think that role was Johnny Witherspoon's. He molded it, that character. I don't think they should recast it. But what I think they should do is maybe do something where the first 20 to 25 minutes of the movie, he's in the movie, but I don't think it should do no CGI shit. I don't even know if they have the budget for shit like that. But what I think they should do is have him in the movie, but off screen. Yeah, just talk to Pops. Yeah, just talk to Pops, man. He's on his way home from retirement, blah, 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 blah. They can have his character get ready to retire or whatever. They're going to hold this retirement party for him from catching dogs for 30 years or whatever. And they could just have his character, like, just pass away from a heart attack or something. Uh, I don't know. Just something. And that wouldn't be acting. The sadness that they show on that scene wouldn't be acting. It would be genuine. And the rest of the movie, I don't know. Like, they could just they could figure something out where his character still plays a pivotal role in the movie, even though he's deceased. Maybe they find some evidence that they have, uh, Craig, and maybe they can bring back Regina Hall's character, the sister. Maybe they find out they have a sibling they never knew about, and he had just kept it away from them or whatever. I don't know. I don't know. I know that he said basically this movie will be back to the drawing board because Johnny Witherspoon was a really big part of the script. Like he was all over the script. So he would have to start over from scratch if they were to go ahead and still do it anyway. I know a lot of people felt like Chris Tucker was the one that held the movie up for so long, and I guess part of that is true. He has been really resistant to go back to playing that character. I think it's for a couple of reasons. Number one, I don't think that Chris Tucker wants to portray a drug dealer, although I think Ice Cube has made it known that he could change that character. Chris Tucker, I think like in 96 or 97 became a born again Christian or something like that. If you notice, before, I think before Rush Hour, if you notice in movies, he cursed. Since then, he really doesn't curse, or if he does, it's not often. You know what I'm saying? But he doesn't want to portray a drug dealer. But I think Ice Cube has said that he could, work around that and change his character. But that's the thing, these characters, some of these characters we haven't seen in 20 years. We haven't seen Regina Hall's character, the sister Brenda. We haven't seen her in 20 years plus. We haven't seen Smokey in 20 years, although Craig did briefly mention him in the beginning of next Friday. We haven't seen Craig's old girlfriend. I forgot her name, but the one that always came out with the same damn song. We haven't seen her in 20 years on the car radio. Big booty hoes, let's get it. Boom 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 boom. Big booty hoes. Yeah, her. They could bring back a lot of people, man. You know what I'm saying? They could have they could just have so much star power in this movie. They could, because I think that a lot of people would want to be in this movie just because they want to make this movie successful. They got, Pinky come back in this one, Money Mike, um, introduce even some new characters, have some new guys come in the movie. You know what I'm saying? Of course, the Santa character that was going around robbing people. You know what I'm saying? Make his life different because I saw in a deleted scene that he was actually like homeless or damn near homeless, and he was trying to give his kids and his family a good Christmas. Now, I mean, you don't want to give the message that it's okay to rob people, you know what I'm saying? But he could have a good job and, whatever, man. You know what I'm saying? I think they should still do it, but do it tastefully and still feature Johnny Witherspoon's character in the movie. Um, but, you know, give him a graceful exit and do a tribute to him at the end of the movie, you know? That's my thought on it, at least. You know what I'm saying? Y'all might disagree. Maybe y'all be like, look, man, man's dead. Let's go ahead and just forget about it. I understand that opinion too. You know what I'm saying? Um, but I think they should do something. And deaths happen, in shows and sitcoms and whatnot, you know, movie installments. I remember reading about Nicholas Colasanto, who played Coach on Cheers, and he died during the third season of Cheers. And they pretty much in the fourth season, they just wrote that his character had died. You know, they wrote that his character had died, and that's when they introduced Woody. And the show moved. The show went on. I'm just of the opinion that a lot of times the show must go on. And in this situation, I think that they should do one more film, man. And it's just a damn shame that so much time has elapsed since the third movie. Like, if you think about it, the first Friday was 1995. All right. Next Friday was, I believe, 2000. Okay. I think the third movie was 2002 or something like that. So it wasn't that huge amount of time that was elapsing between the movies. Okay. Matter of fact, what between the second and third movie was only 2.5 years or something like that. Why in the fuck has it taken 18 years and counting for a fourth movie to come out? You know, it's gonna get to a point where shit, other people might start, you know, I don't even want to say it, but it's just it doesn't make any sense. So I don't know. That's my thoughts, man. Tell me what you guys think.